Wisconsin's vibrant past comes to life in Wiscon-Sing, a multimedia performance of music and images featuring educator and folk singer David H.B. Drake.
Early in the morning with the dew just forming in the grass in the greenwood tree. Lead me to a lake, it's all it'll take, it's just like heaven to me. Later in the evening with the sun just leaving all wet and pink on the shore. Lead me to lie neath a tall old pine and bother me no more. And I bet you thought you were just going to sit there and listen to me. Actually, you get to sing along and hear the words. LA's got the climate, Boston's got the sea, Denver's got the Rockies, Wisconsin's got to me. When I first came to this land, I was not a wealthy man. So I got myself a duck, and I did what I could. I call my duck out of luck, and I call my farm muscle in my arm, and I call my shack break my back. But the land was sweet and good, and I did what I could. When I first came to this land, I was not a wealthy man. So I got myself a cow, and I did what I could. I call my cow no milk now, and I call my duck out of luck. I call my farm muscle in my arm, and I call my shack break my back. But the land was sweet and good, and I did what I could. And more these French people started coming here. People we call voyageurs. French fur traders who would paddle their canoes through the rivers and the lakes of Wisconsin, trading with the Native American for fox and beaver and otter fur. And along with the French voyageurs, the fur traders, there came explorers who drew maps of this new land of Wisconsin. Now, when I drive around Wisconsin doing this show, I use a map. My map looks like that. It's got roads on it, it's got cities on it, all sorts of stuff. But if I was a French explorer 300 years ago, my map would look more like that. Well, so I'm going to sing you a little song about the rivers of Wisconsin, and I'm going to play it on this instrument that we call a concertina. And some of these names in this song are French names because the French guys made the maps. And some of the names are Native Americans because they were here first to name the places. I crossed the broad Flambeau, I portaged the Fox, swum the little Copper and followed the Black. The Sugar is muddy, the St. Croix is clear, down by the Eau Claire I courted my dear. Here's your part. Lie, la, lie, lee, la, lee, give me your hand. Lie, la, lie, lee, la, lee, give me your hand. Lie, la, lie, lee, la, lee, give me your hand. There's many a river that crosses our land. And that's kind of a story about really the history of our state. Wisconsin became a state in 1848. You can see that right on our state flag. Now that symbol in the middle, that's our state symbol. You can tell a lot about Wisconsin history from just looking at our state symbol. For one thing, back in 1848, when Wisconsin became a state, our two biggest industries were lead mining and commerce on the Great Lakes. If we were sailors on the Great Lakes, we'd have to gather around a line called a halyard to raise the sails. Everybody grab on? And we'd pull down. We grab on with the other hand, we pull down. Grab on, pull down, grab on, pull. You know, you guys are pulling at different times. Now, when you're a sailor, you all got to pull together. So the way we got everybody to pull together is they'd have a guy like me on board called a shantyman, and the shantyman would sing a song, and everybody would sing in rhythm to the song. So if I was the shantyman and you were my crew, we'd all gather around the halyard, which is what raises the sail, and we'd all sing. Tell me, where do you come from and where are you bound? On the blue Great Lakes waters are rolling, where a ship can be lost or a friend can be found. Tell me, where do you come from and where are you bound? And we keep on pulling like that till we got all those sails up in the air. Well, a poet by the name of Carl Sandburg, in his American Song Bag, used to sing a song about old Jan Janssen. Goes like this. My name is Jan Janssen, I come from Wisconsin, I work in the lumber woods there. When I go down the street, to people I meet, they say, what's your name? I tell them, my name is Jan Janssen, I come from Wisconsin, I work in the lumber woods there. When I go down the street, to people I meet, they say, what's your name? I tell them again, my name is Jan Janssen. I'm going to sing you a song that's over 100 years old about lumberjacks, and I'm going to play it on this instrument called a dulcimer. Now, Wisconsin lumberjacks may not have had this kind of dulcimer. This is a lap dulcimer, but they did have more of a table model, bigger, more strings. You'd play it with little hammers, and we call that a hammer dulcimer nowadays. But back then, it was known as a Norwegian cheese cutter or a lumberjack's piano. Well, this song is something they teach the new guys so that they'd learn some of the words that they needed to know. And it's called the lumberjack's alphabet. What's the first letter? A is for axe, and that we all know. And B is for boy who can use it also. C is for chopping, our work to begin. D is for danger, we always are in. So merry, so merry, so merry are we. No mortal on earth is as happy as we. With a hey dearie, die dearie, do dearie dum. Give a shanty boy grub and then nothing goes wrong. E is for echo that through the woods ring. F is for foreman, the head of our gang. G is for grindstone. Many, 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 many cows. 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 You look underneath, there's something neat. There's a bag of milk above their feet. Take that bag, you call and utter. Shake it real hard and you get butter. Moo, many, 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 many cows. 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 Some are spotted and some are plain. You look inside. Wisconsin became a state in 1848. The mourning dove is our symbol of peace. The sugar maple is the state tree. The robin is our state bird. Granite is the state rock. The muskie is the state fish. The badger is our state wildlife animal. The wood violet is our state flower. The white-tailed deer is another wildlife animal. The cow is our state domestic animal. And we also happen to have a state song. Goes like this. On Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
For 30 years and counting, David continues to inspire and educate audiences across our state for schools, libraries, historical societies, care facilities, and anyone who enjoys learning about Wisconsin's colorful past. The complete one-hour Wiscon-Sing program is now available on DVD, featuring storyteller, singer, and educator David H.B. Drake. A songbook with sing-along CD is also available. Here's where to order the DVD or schedule a live performance.